We've had a week off from F1, but this week we're back and at the classic Imola circuit. And I can't really think of a better way than to hit the track this weekend with an updated F1 24 car setup. With Monaco being the only track left between now and the F1 25 launch, this may be the last F1 24 setup update before we start dropping our F1 25 content and focusing on our Pro F1 25 setups, which are still available to pre-order at a discounted price. But enough with that, back to Imola. And with the Aero, I've gone with 40 at the front and 41 at the rear. This is a big switch from my initial setup last year with a more rearward focus to really dial in the stability and allow other parts of our setup to handle the rotation. For the transmission, I've gone with AT 25-100. Now I haven't set the on-throttle diff to 100 this time round, as the rear of the car can get a little squirmy when we crank it right up. As per usual, set your geometry all the way to the left for everything, and then for the suspension go with 41-6, 8 and 21 with a ride height of 21 and 55. Again, this is a pretty significant change from our older setups, with more focus on extreme offsets in the suspension and ARB to really promote rotation and responsiveness. The ride height has also come down a little bit, and the rake in the car is pretty level compared to some other tracks. With brakes, 100% pressure, 54% bias is pretty spot on, but you can increase the bias on the fly for some of the heavier braking zones if needed. Finally, tyre pressures are at max at the rear and actually just 28 at the front, as maximum tyre pressures really aren't needed for tyre temperature management at Imola, so the softer, lower front pressures help a little bit with a bit more bite. And that rounds out our updated Imola setup and probably all of our F1 24 setup updates for now. As I mentioned, do check out our F1 25 Pro setups, which offers multiple setups for every track, designed for optimal pace while league racing, as well as race, quali and time trial strategies for every Grand Prix weekend. But for now guys, enjoy the setup, stay safe, stay sexy, and I'll see you on track.